What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video. In today's video, I have a skill build that I've put together in a bit of a different way than I usually do. And what I wanted to accomplish is having 6 skill tiers, 4 red cores, and with my capacitor, you know that's going to be hitting like crazy. And also, I wanted to have a bit of survivability as well. And that is exactly what we have with this build. So you can see how I have it set up: 3 Empress Internationals, 2 of your Brazils, and of course your Memento backpack. So with the Empress, the 3 brand set bonuses, plus 10% skill health, plus 10% skill damage, and plus 10% skill efficiency. And as always, just in case there is anyone new here that does not know what skill efficiency is all of your skill attributes. So 10% of skill efficiency will be 10% skill haste, skill damage, skill duration, skill health, status effects, repair skills, all of that beautiful stuff. So when you're talking about a skill build, skill efficiency is super powerful. I can't tell you how many times I see people just using 2 pieces of Empress because they just don't realize what skill efficiency is. So yeah, there you go. And all of these pieces are rolled with skill haste and skill damage on them. In our Empress gloves, the core attribute is weapon damage. And then we do have 2 pieces of Brazils, 10% skill haste, and a skill tier for the brand set bonuses. So having that extra skill tier is allowing us to get another weapon core attribute. Now obviously I still have a bit of optimization to go with this skill damage, so keep that in mind when you're watching the gameplay. Our skills are out there doing some awesome work, even with a 3.8% skill damage roll. Alright, and then our chest piece with the Empress, the talent is kinetic momentum. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% and total skill repair by 2%, up to 15 stacks per skill lost when on cooldown. So this is giving us a lot of extra skill damage, and all 3 of my mods are skill haste mods. And the Memento backpack. Now this gives us all 3 core attributes: max weapon damage, armor with a skill tier, 14% for the expertise roll, and the talent is kill confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds. Maximum is 30 stacks. So this is giving us everything that we want: damage for our skills, damage for our gun, and of course survivability with the 3% armor regen when we get those full stacks. In the skills we are using, we do have the assault turret, and again, all of these stats, the cooldown, the duration, the damage, all of that is going to be a lot better once we get those full stacks of Memento. So the cooldown is going to be far less, the duration is going to be far more, damage, more damage. So yeah, taking all that into consideration, I really like this setup. But we are at skill tier 6, of course, plus 120% damage, 420% health, 15% for the expertise roll. In the mods, 5% damage, 7.5% duration, and 7.5% skill haste. And the striker drone, again at tier 6, 120 striker damage, 420% health, 15% for the expertise roll. In the mods, 7.2% duration, 9.7 health, and 5% damage. In the gun that we are using the capacitor because this gun just gives us a ridiculous amount of damage, and it's giving us even more skill damage. I mean, this is just the perfect gun for a skill build. I mean, they really have it set up. It's just an all-around perfect gun for a lot of different builds, but especially for skill builds when we're getting these weapon cores as well. And let's just go over and you'll see why. Of course, you see the total damage 149.6, and when that gets to full stacks Memento, I'll just go ahead and put the picture up. You can see it gets over 166k for its total damage when we have those full stacks of Memento, and that's not even counting when we pick up the trophies, all of the extra damage we get from that as well. The expertise is at 18%, max assault rifle damage, damage to armor, damage to target out of cover, and the talent is Capacitance. Shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gain 7.5% weapon damage. So that's how we're getting so much damage on this gun, because we're getting weapon damage for every skill tier. And of course we have, you know, these 4 core attributes. And I didn't even go over the Bakaro's holster. It's rolled with skill damage, but it also gives us that 15% weapon damage as an attribute for this named item. So yeah, our gun is hitting like an absolute truck on this build, while giving our skills another 60% damage, which is just beautiful. And our secondary is the mop. You know, we could bring this out if an enemy gets too close to us. Usually takes them out pretty fast, and it has preservation on it, just giving us even more survivability if we need it. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. And if you want to look at the stats for it, you know, it's not a crit build or anything, but you know, we're sitting at 20% crit chance, 75 crit damage, 75 headshot damage, 12% armor damage. And we can take a look at the specialization. Of course, we do have it on Technician, gives us that extra skill tier, which again allows us to change one of our core attributes to weapon damage. 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. Armor kit also applies to all friendly skill proxies within 10 meters. Artificer Hive if you choose to use that, and its 2 mods. Party members within 5 meters of your deployed and undisrupted skills are immune to shock and disruption. Gain 15% bonus armor while aiming a skill, plus 50% pulse resistance, and of course I have it on 10% skill damage. And as always, just make sure that the guns that you are using on the specialization is equipped, so you're getting that extra 15% increased damage. So that is the build, my friends. Now you guys know me and you know my playstyle. I'm always running and gunning. This is technically not a run and gun type of build, so I may have gotten myself in a little bit of trouble during the gameplay, but you know, again, that's just me and my playstyle. So yeah, I hope you guys give this one a try. It was a lot of fun to run. I know it's not your traditional skill build when you're talking about your 3-piece Empress with the waveform and your Wyvern, but this build is very effective and it gives our Capacitor a lot of damage. So your skills aren't just the only things that are putting in work, you are putting in a lot of work with your gun as well. And while you're putting in that work with your gun is strengthening your skills, which is just icing on the cake. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this build video, my friends. I hope everyone is doing good, staying safe out there. And as always, my YouTube family, take it easy.